for this restricted race. Sweet Sparkle does not seem to want to have anything to do with the start. They have gone, but Sweet Sparkle's pretty well behind the other ones as they come to the first fence. Walter Wallace, one of the first to show, and we very nearly lost Winds of War. Got a bad bump in the air, that one did. Tom Weston doing well to sit on board that one as they race quickly on towards fence number 2. And Ocean Ventures comes through to dispute it as well. Quite a few of them disputing it. George Reed on the outside in the black and white. On the inside in the pink is Iberico. Between them is Winds of War, recovering from that knock at the first fence. So Ocean Venture leads them past us from Winds of War, Iberico, George Reed, Jack Jonah, are Come Here to Me, Walter Wallace, and Coddington Lass, Supreme Regime. The final 3 are Go to the Edge, Our Crusade, and finally Sweet Sparkle. This is fence number 4. Jack Jonah didn't get too high at it, but they're all over safely and make their way up to the top turn now. So it was pretty close up front as they swing right-handed. Winds of War on the inside now takes it up from Ocean Venture, Jack Jonah and Iberico. Those are the first 3. They're followed by Coddington Lass, Come Here to Me, and also a slow jump there by Come Here to Me, and a bad mistake by Supreme Regime, and that one looks as if that one might pull up. Supreme Regime is pulling up after that open ditch. So we're down to 11 now as they race into the back straight for the first time. Winds of War from Ocean Venture, Jack Jonah. Coddington Lass races in 4th place, then Iberico, Come Here to Me, George Reed. They're followed by Walter Wallace, a gap then to Our Crusade, Sweet Sparkle, and finally Go to the Edge. So racing on towards this next plain fence. Winds of War from Jack Jonah. On the inside, a good jump by Coddington Lass up into 2nd place for Emma Goodinson there as they make this long run now towards the next fence. So Winds of War, having survived a bit of a barging match at the first fence, leads them away from the riverside by a length from Jack Jonah, Ocean Venture, Walter Wallace, Come Here to Me, then Coddington Lass, George Reed and Iberico. And there's a gap of about 7 or 8 lengths to Our Crusade, then Sweet Sparkle, and the one at the back of the field now is Go to the Edge. At this next fence, they all take that one safely. So Winds of War it is, who leads them out of the back from Jack Jonah, Ocean Venture, Come Here to Me and Walter Wallace. They're followed then by George Reed racing on the outside of Coddington Lass. The pink jacket of Iberico is last of that main bunch. A little gap then to Our Crusade, who's getting a bit closer now. So this was their first. And up and over it. Slight mistake towards the rear of the field by Sweet Sparkle. So they're coming to fence number 10, which will be the last next time, and as they take it, Winds of War from Ocean Venture, Jack Jonah, then George Reed, Come Here to Me, Coddington Lass, Walter Wallace on the outside, then Iberico, then a gap of about 4 lengths to the improving Our Crusade, then Sweet Sparkle, and finally Go to the Edge. At the next, a good jump by the leader, Winds of War at that one, slight mistake by Walter Wallace. So quickly on to fence number 12, Winds of War takes it in the lead from Jack Jonah, Ocean Venture and George Reed, then Come Here to Me, Iberico, Walter Wallace. The yellow jacket of Emma Goodinson then next on Coddington Lass. Still making gradual progress is Our Crusade as they swing right-handed and on towards fence number 13 there, 2nd and final open ditch. So Winds of War by just over a length from Ocean Venture, Jack Jonah, then George Reed, Come Here to Me, Iberico, Walter Wallace. A good jump there by Our Crusade as Walter Wallace made a mistake. They're clear then of Sweet Sparkle, and then dropping back at the rear of the field, Go to the Edge, and Coddington Lass is pulling up. So into the back straight for the final time, and Winds of War Played most of the running from Ocean Venture, Jack Jonah and George Reed. The gap of 3 or 4 lengths then back to Iberico, I'll Come Here to Me and Our Crusade. Then a further gap to Walter Wallace and Sweet Sparkle. And the Go to the Edge has pulled up at that one. So this is 4 out. Ocean Venture now takes it up with Alex Edwards from Jack Jonah, George Reed. Winds of War back in 4th place now. Then Iberico. Our Crusade is making gradual headway on the outside of I'll Come Here to Me now. Then comes Sweet Sparkle, who's running on a little bit for Ray Rogers. The weakening Walter Wallace comes next. In fact, that one is last now. So just 3 fences to jump as they make their way away from the riverside and on towards these final 3 plain fences. And up front, it is Jack Jonah on the inside of Ocean Venture and George Reed, and Iberico going into 5th place now is Our Crusade as the leaders took that one, and Jack Jonah and George Reed have gone on by about 2.5 lengths from Ocean Venture. A further distance of 2.5 lengths back to Iberico. Our Crusade is another 5 lengths behind those in 5th place, and those are clear now of the weakening Winds of War, who is being passed by Sweet Sparkle, then Walter Wallace. So 2 to jump, and as they come towards the second last, Jack Jonah, George Reed come to it, little to choose between them, 4 in a line virtually, and Jack Jonah made a mistake. On the outside is Ocean Venture, on the inside is Iberico in the pink. Running on into 4th place is Our Crusade, but this is the final fence coming up, and it's Iberico just from George Reed and Ocean Venture. Our Crusade and Jack Jonah as they race up to the line. Iberico it is on, and Charlie Dander are going to take this one from George Reed, Ocean Venture. Back in 4th place is Our Crusade.